Stop, don't hit that create button yet. We don't want some willy-nilly website. You want to create an experience, something that converts or engages your audience. And you will miss the mark if you miss this first step. Creating an intentional plan. Okay, I don't have the best handwriting, but no, you were eager to get to the creation process. Don't worry, we will get there. But I would be doing you a huge disservice if I didn't talk about this first. Your plan. What is the goal for your landing page? This is super important to keep in mind throughout the whole creation process. Some examples are building excitement about a new launch, converting customers into paying clients, building and nurturing a community, having a resource hub that supports and grows your team, or simply building awareness for your brand. Whatever your goal is, journal it, write it out, write down what that means, write down what that looks like. What emotions do you want your audience to feel when they land on your website? Okay, I'll show you mine. This is currently on Squarespace, but for the purposes of this video, I'm gonna recreate this on Canva. If you're looking for a cheaper way to make a landing page and you're not ready for the full-blown website, Canva might be your answer. This is for my vision board toolkit. For mine, I immediately want my audience to feel immersed into the experience. Like they have this principle laid out in front of them. Everything I have done is very intentional. From the coffee stains, the photographs. I want to create this cozy experience, like someone is sitting down, actively writing out their dreams, creating systems for their goals. I want them to feel the hope, the possibilities, to feel empowered that they can take the driver's seat, that they can create manageable systems that will support their future. I knew before I even started creating this landing page what my audience needed to feel and know to create an engaging experience. Now, before we get into number 2, let's go over some quick basics to get you started. In Canva, we can create a website, create blank. There are templates over here that you can go off of. Just make sure if you use a template that you're switching out the branding to your own colors and your own elements and fonts so that you have it consistent throughout your brand. Oh, hi, I'm over here now. So these are pages like a Canva document, but we're gonna call them sections because when you're working with websites, you're working with sections. As you can see, you can add on to them in that you can change the sizing on them. And then we can edit just like you can do with any other Canva document. Number 2, if you want a website that stands out, personalize your design. As you build out your website, you will want to create images and designs in a separate Canva document that you can then add in to your Canva website. I made all these images in Canva. Again, most of my time is spent planning and strategizing for the page, as well as designing images that will go onto the page. So while this training video may be short, don't be discouraged if you feel like you are taking a lot of time designing or playing around with the page. In fact, I encourage you to do so, to test things out and to spend time in the design process. It's important to me to take the extra time to do this because, again, I'm creating an experience. Do you want just a website, or do you want a memorable website that inspires action, engagement, and community? Again, go back to that goal and bring it into your website, bring it into your designs. Before we get to step number 3, let's add some necessary items that you might need on your webpage. Most likely you want to link your people somewhere, so let's create a button. You can use a certain shape. I'm going to use a square for this one. And then add text on it. So when you click on that text and go to more, you can add a link. You can create payment links on Stripe, PayPal, link it to an Amazon listing if you have one, an item on Shopify, or link it to digital downloads or social media accounts if you are nurturing your audience. Speaking of social media accounts, I always suggest to add them to the bottom or somewhere on your web page. A neat way to do this is using social media elements that you can then link to your account. Let's make like a footer, right? You probably will want a footer. All right, let's get Instagram up in here. I like this one. maybe gold. Set it there. Boom, link. Instagram.com/unfiltered entrepreneurs. It's such a long word. I shouldn't have done that. Boom, you can do that with your YouTube, Instagram, podcast, whatever you want to use it for. Always want to lead your audience somewhere. People don't want to have to think about what their next step is. They're busy. They're overwhelmed with responsibilities. They have decision fatigue. You want to bring ease to their experience. So give them a natural path that they can take through your website. Now wait a minute. What's this? You can do, wait, there's more. Believe in yourself. Wait. Oh, if not now, when? Oh, someone's sending you a message. Case you were starting to feel a little discouraged and overwhelmed. Okay, yada yada. Over here, you can click this little button and add a title. You'll want to add titles if you want to add navigation links into your website, which you'll see when you're publishing it. That way, if you're doing one landing page, you can have people jump to an about section, to a resources section. Again, that's this button right here. Click, click. You can publish the website right up here, and then you'll see, you can do a free domain, you can purchase a domain, you can have it with or without navigation, there's the mobile settings, yada, yada, yada. You can play around in there and see, but let's get on to number 3. Okay, number 3. View, review. Go through and check for spelling errors, preview the website, and tweak accordingly. Sometimes it looks different in editor mode than it does in publishing mode. If you're going to have a mobile option, that can get funky, so you're going to want to go back and forth and play around with that. Double check that all the links work, and then go back through and ask yourself some questions. Questions like, how can I make this 1% better? So spacing, elements, maybe juice up that wording. Is there any unnecessary information that you can cut out? Simplify. Sometimes giving a lot of information is too much information and can be overwhelming for the viewer. Ask yourself, if I knew nothing about my business or brand and was viewing this website, would the information make sense? Is this website achieving the goal that I intended? Remember, go back to that original goal and check in with that. And is it consistent with my brand? Take your time with this review process. Maybe you need to sleep on it and come back. Sometimes our most creative ideas come when we take space away for a moment. It's also really good to separate yourself from the business or brand and remove the emotions out of it and look at it from a unbiased, kind of critical view. Know that it's okay to allow your website to evolve over time. Don't get stuck in the perfectionism of it. You can always go back and tweak things as you go, as you learn more, as you experience more, as new creative ideas flow to you. Absolutely do this. I believe in you. If starting from a blank slate seems too hard, remember there are templates you can go off there and then tweak it to your own branding. If you want to save time or the mental energy of it all, reach out. I create Canva landing pages, Squarespace landing pages. I also wanted to create a resource for people who wanted to do that on their own. If you're not financially ready for a whole shebang website, Canva's a pretty cool way to temporarily have a website while you are building up your business or brand. If you're watching this video, you are probably a visionary with a goal, so I did leave the vision board toolkit linked below. Let's see what our card of the day is. And if you have any questions, leave them below. I'm here. I'll be checking them for the 2 people that leave a comment. Fearless expression. So use that for your landing page. How can you fearlessly express your offer or that good creative juices that you have flowing? Thank you so much for being here. Now go create some magic.